Hi everyone, Namaste, and hope you're all doing well. So I'm going to talk about a hurtful situation that's going on in the world right now, and I think it's really important for me to talk about this. I know I've just started my YouTube channel, but I really want this platform to bring awareness and educate people. So today I'm going to talk about George Floyd. I'm going to talk a bit about what happened to him. So George Floyd was a black American, and he went into a shop and paid with a $20 bill, and the cashier called the police on him as they thought it was counterfeit. So 4 police officers came, pointed a gun at him, and one of the police officers pinned him down, knelt on his neck. George Floyd was shouting that I cannot breathe, yet the police officer, who was white, did not listen to George Floyd whatsoever. And if you've seen the video at the end, George Floyd was calling out to his mother, and unfortunately George Floyd passed away. I just don't understand why this had to happen, why the police officer, what was going through his mind that thought this was the right way to go about the situation. And I think as a world we need to come together, and which we are doing right now. People are getting involved and really trying to educate themselves. First, the police officer that knelt on George Floyd's neck was charged with 3rd-degree murder. Now I've researched, and that actually means that he was charged, but action that the police officer took, that there was no intent to kill the person or harm them. And seeing that video, it doesn't seem that way to me. Yesterday I saw through social media that all the other police officers were charged as well with 2nd-degree murder, and so was the police officer that knelt on George Floyd's neck. Now this is an improvement, but still bring justice to George Floyd. Yesterday I was going through social media, and one of my cousins actually put up a post which really made me think, and I want to share that. It was about, if you've seen Mahabharat or Ramayana, she said that if you see it, why are the demons or the bad people always black? That really got to me, because I've been watching Ramayana and Mahabharat since I was a young kid, and has it made me think as a kid that, you know, any black person is evil or dangerous or anything like that? I think that has made what I've seen as a young kid, it has, you know, had an impact on my life. And then she said that Krishna Bhagwan, or Lord Krishna, is actually dark skinned. Just thinking that how we see things in the media, on a TV show, on a film, can really impact your life. Next time you see Mahabharat, next time you see Ramayana, I want you to interpret this in a different way, because that is how I'm gonna see it now. And I'm really happy that my cousin actually posted this to open my eyes. So I also saw yesterday a TikTok of George Floyd's daughter. Even though she's gone through so much, you know, losing her father at a young age, which I cannot imagine what it's been like, she was so happy, saying that Daddy has changed the world. And yes, I do agree with her, but I feel so sorry for her and her family that he had to pass away for the world to even see this. When I saw that, I literally wanted to cry, because this young girl is growing up in a world that is so hard. And I think it's really important to teach children at a younger age that colour doesn't matter, no matter who you're friends with, but we should never see them as, oh, they're this colour or that colour. We should see them who they are, for their personality. What I want you to take from this video is we need to change things in the world, and we are doing that as a world right now. We're trying to get through a better time. I want you to educate yourselves of what is going on and how we can change this. I'm going to put a link in the description bar below to my Instagram. In the bio it has a link to the petitions that you can sign, and you can donate as well. And please do go and check that out. Rest in peace, George Floyd, and may God give your family and your friends strength to get through this. Namaste. Namaste. there, and I hope you're all doing well. So today's video is going to be about my university journey. So I have finished my third year of uni. So I asked on Instagram any questions that you might have, so I'm just going to get my phone and I shall go through them for you. I went to Coventry University. I did business and marketing, and I did a 4-year course, and after my second year I did a placement year, which is a year in industry where you get to work. So the first question is, what is a university? I think I'll let Google take this answer for me. Thanks Google. Next question is fave uni experience. I think I would say was actually moving out third year. Friends that I lived with were on my course. Absolutely loved living with them. I think that was really helpful to me, and I love that experience because I love my friends, and thanks, you know who you are, getting me through third year. You know, we'd stay up late like talking, and we'd have food and we cooked together. And I really love Christmas, where we did like a full-on Christmas buffet. But yeah, even just chilling with them was really nice. So that would be my favourite university experience. So the next question is one thing you can only learn at uni and nowhere else. For me, I think it would have been independence, and I don't mean living away from my parents and, you know, having my own space and party and all that kind of stuff. I don't mean that. I mean independence in terms of doing things myself. So I moved out first year, and I'm not gonna lie, the first couple of weeks was really hard for me because I am quite close to my family. I kind of cried first week or two, I would say, because even though I was quite close to home, I was still far away, and kind of got to me. And I remember waking up the first day on my own and I was like, this is weird. But I had my amazing first year flatmates who really helped me through that. I think even those connections are definitely worth it. But in terms of independence, I mean, you know, doing your own cooking, doing your washing, you know, cleaning your room and stuff. And I think it really makes you a really good person, doing those things yourself and appreciating, for those that do it at home, you know, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, whoever does it, it's appreciating what they do for you. I stayed at home second year, wanted to help my mom when she was, you know, was cleaning up. The next question is, what advice would you give to people who are starting university? So I would say start university with an open mind. Any opportunity that comes your way, go for it, because you're never going to get that opportunity back. So really go with open arms, and if you want to join a society but you're not too sure, maybe go for a couple of weeks. So my camera thought it would cut off. So we'll carry on now. So the question that I was going through was, what are your plans now that you finished uni? So I finished uni at the start of May, I think it was. Yeah, 1st of May I finished uni. I unfortunately haven't found a job yet, and I think with the whole pandemic going on, it's going to be really hard, and I thought that's why I wanted to start YouTube. I am actively looking for a job in marketing. My manager from my placement actually put up a question, so thank you. He said, how did you juggle work and uni work during your placement year? So I don't know if a lot of you know, through placement year your university makes you do a reflective writing essay about your placement. Mine was 8,000 words, which was actually more than my dissertation. My dissertation was 500 words less, but still. In terms of juggling that work, I would say start early. So I didn't start as early as I wanted to. Started after Christmas when I went back. It was due, I want to say, around May time. So I had a good couple of months to go through it. In terms of the week, I didn't really do much in the week, and if I wanted to, it wouldn't be like a lot. So I would say timeline what you need to do. So work back from your deadline and stick to it. Sometimes you might not want to do it. If you want to do 500 words, you might not want to do it in one sitting. So you might want to do 100 words in the week and then 400 words on the weekend. The next question is, how was your experience at university in the last few months because of COVID? As I've said, I lived out third year. So COVID came, my friends were all going back home, I was kind of in two minds because I knew I couldn't work at home. You know when your parents or your siblings are just chilling and you really want to chill with them, but you know you've got to do uni work. I was juggling what I want to do, but my parents really wanted me home, and I thought that is the best for me because I would be staying alone at where I was living because my friends had gone home. So I came home and it was hard because you've not lived at home for so long. It's difficult juggling the time that you want to do it and trying to focus as well. Focusing was quite hard for me. I had a coursework, an exam, an online exam, then my dissertation. Hard though, you know, live with my friends, so it was hard like transitioning. I tried to prioritize what I was doing every day. With my teachers, it was a bit of a mix. Some teachers were really good and helped me out, and every time we'd email them, answer what we needed, and we'd help us out. And we had other teachers that no response from whatsoever, and I had to take it further because, you know, it was our final year at uni, quite hard in that way, but as a group of friends we got through it. And so my friend circle was really good and we kept in contact. Family and friends really got me through that. Next question is university worth the cost? So I don't think it needs to be that much that it is. My university, thank God, didn't make me pay for when I was on my placement year. Hallelujah, didn't make us pay for our placement year. I don't think it needs to be that much, but I do kind of understand where the university's coming from. So for me, they pay for our butt. You know, you've got all the different things at uni like the library and SU and all that. There's the yes and no to that. The next question was, what has been your biggest challenge faced at uni? I think it was transitioning from being an A-level student, being quite shy, being quite less confident, to moving to university, figuring out the biggest thing for me, but it was the best thing for me because I came out of it as kind of a different person. So the next question is, especially in third year, how did you manage your time between social life and workload? So I would say in third year my assignments and my exams were quite close together, so I remember, I think it was like the whole of March or something, I had nothing to do. So in that time I had to do bits and pieces for coursework. Obviously that didn't happen because March went so quick, and I was like, wow. There was one time where I think it was my friends were like, oh, let's go out, and I'm like, no, I've got work to do. I'm one of those that if I've got work to do and I've put my mind to something, I get a bit frustrated. So for me, I kind of made sure I'd say, okay, if you want to go out, let's do it when there's been a deadline. I think making sure you prioritize your work, for me, I know a lot of people like the more social side of things, and I think if you go to a society it might be a bit harder, or if you're like a committee member, or so make sure you just balance it correctly. Someone said if you could change a course, what course would it be? When I was doing my A-levels, actually, I wanted to become a physiotherapist, so that was a big jump. I didn't do well in my biology S level, so I didn't take it onto A level. My dad has always told me that always have a backup, and that's something that I would tell people that are going into uni. It really helped me. Oh, it's a good one. What was your go-to meal at university? Those little, what are they called? Those little pizzas, Chinatown pizzas. Oh my god, oh, the best. So the next question is, do you prefer coursework or exams? And I would say coursework for me, because you can kind of take your time with it, you can change things, and obviously with an exam it's under pressure, you have a time limit. So another question is, what are your best revision tips? I would have a 3-sheet paper, and then per topic I would do like mind map. Most of mine were essay based, so to do definition, say the benefits and drawbacks, and then some examples. I would structure my mind map in that way, and I tried to get as much information on there as I could, and I would constantly look at it. So when I was at home for my other exam, I put them all across my room and made flashcards with them, so I would do flashcards myself and test myself. Did doing a placement year help with final year? Yes, it did. When you go into a placement year, I don't know if this is for anybody else, I really saw a difference of university to how theories or your concepts are put into practice, because each company has a different way of doing things. To university after my placement really did help, because I was able to say, this is how come in, my placement company, how they did marketing plan, or how we went about doing an email marketing strategy. It was really cool that I could connect a theory in my third year to my placement and how they did it. So yeah, it definitely did help, and I was actually able to add them into my exam and my coursework as a sample. What do you regret not doing / taking part in whilst at uni? I think for me, societies. There's so many societies at uni that I could have taken part in. Next question is, did you work part-time? If so, what did you do? I did work part-time. In my second year of uni, I worked at Birmingham City football ground and I worked as a steward. And then for final year, I actually worked as a student ambassador at uni. It's quite good because there's shifts, and if you email them back first, like, you kind of get the shift. And I would highly recommend student ambassador work because you can work around your uni workload and there's no like pressure that you have to go to work. So the next question is, how has uni changed you? Well, less shy. I think my organisation skills really helps, and now that I'm doing YouTube, it helps, like, okay, this is what I'm going to do on this day, and this is when I'm going to edit, and this is when I'm going to put my video up. You'll come up with a degree, because what is the point in that? What advice do you have for people who have a hard time settling in to uni? I would say talk to your friends. You're all going through the same thing, but I would say speak to people at uni. You can also go and see counsellors, not because you're crazy or anything, it's just that you want to talk to somebody. And I will also say talk to your family. Kind of treat yourself as well, because you are going through a hard time. How would you describe yourself as a student? That's quite a hard one. And you know what? It's by my friend, so thank you. I would describe myself, I wouldn't say I'm like the sick ass student or I'm not the shit ass student. I would say I'm in the middle. You know, if there's a teacher that's demotivating me, I will really moan about them. You just lose motivation. I think I'm a good student. I don't know. Yeah, my friends, comment down below what you think I was as a student. I've got a couple of questions about placements, but I think I'm going to do another video on it. So yeah, that was the last question. So I hope you all liked the video, and I hope you all stay safe and stay well. See you all soon. Namaste.